Explain it, James. This.
Okay. How much time we have left?
We got a lot. So let's go.
I'll bump a 3 minute to 20 minutes.
Okay.
We're gonna.
This is literally like a. Okay, so. Hear me now. I just want to see if it makes sense.
Look into the camera for this.
So does a 200? Okay, let's say a guy, because I seen it on lip service, Zale Sama, I think it was allegedly. I don't know if I get it right. He has 200 bodies.
Okay.
But he wants a lady, his wife, to have no more than 4 bodies.
No more than 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's leave it out there. I don't know how he got the bodies. I don't know how she got the bodies. I don't know anything about that. Just we're seeing that on face value.
Right.
Right? Is that like demand of a person as comparable or reasonable than a woman that doesn't have 6 figures or let's say 7 figures or 6 and I guess $500,000 in their account? I don't know.
Okay, like a high hundred.
High value man.
No, let's keep it as 6 figures to 7 figures. Yeah.
A 6-figure, 7-figure, whatever.
High.
And a girl that doesn't have 6 figures. So sorry, let me twist it now. Let me start it over. So for a man that has a demand that has 200 bodies,
Right.
And he wants his wife to only have less than 4.
Okay.
Comparable to a woman that doesn't have 6-figure money but wants a 6-figure man. Is that comparable? Is it like the same comparison when you flip the script? Because it gets to a point where it's like, is it? Because now, like, you know, in that debate we had, we hear like, oh, this woman brings this to the table. And then it's like, oh, this man brings this to the table. And all this stuff. And then it became a whole thing of like a third world, like, what is it? A third world country lifestyle in a world, try to adapt in a world of capitalism or something like that.
In a first world.
In a first world thing. So when I heard the first conversation and I heard that correlation, the first thing I said was, man, we really have time on our hands.
Oh, I mean,
because every relationship is different. I feel like there has to be a balance in a relationship. I don't know how you equalize certain things. But for the mess of mix-up, I think it's a conversation that maybe I don't have the greatest experience about because some men say women are looking for our money, they want to be protected.
Okay,
but like money doesn't really protect you all the time. And then some women will be like, oh, that guy has 200 bodies, you don't even know how he got 200 bodies. And then it was like, well, that man has 6 figures, who knows how he got the 6 figures? Is it comparable? To Nazi? Because I don't. I'm like, I am staying away from this. I'll just pass it to y'all to go fight this.
Okay, so like in our previous conversation, because I had to go in on this. Clearly it's not comparable.
Oh, go okay.
Right, and 2. One
on the girls and
one is recreation.
Like, yes, speaks black sister, strong black sister.
Hey, I'm soft. Thank you very much.
Oh,
don't get it twisted. I'm soft.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Just can I do a little breaking news?
Oh, jeez.
Jimmy Kimmel addresses Will Smith's laugh while hosting it. Hold on.
Fun. We want you to feel safe. And most importantly, we want me to feel safe. So we have strict policies in place. If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech. No, but seriously, the Academy has a crisis team in place. If anything unpredictable or violent happens during the ceremony, you'll be why don't you have fun? Just do what you did last year. Nothing. Sit there and do absolutely nothing. Maybe even give the assailant a hug. And if any of you get mad at a joke and decide you want to come up here and get jiggy with it, it's not going to be easy. There are a few of my friends you're going to have to get through first. You're going to have to get through the heavyweight champ, Adonis Creed, before you get to me. You're going to have to do battle with Michelle Yeoh before you get to me. You are going to have to beat the Mandalorian before.
Just you see, they're just leaning into it. But that's sorry. Back to what you guys are saying. Sorry, I just just have to state that.
But yeah, the 200 bodies versus having some financial security. I don't know. One seems recreational while the other seems like a betterment of your life. So.
But what if it took 200 packages to get to the one person?
No, because you know what?
Person's core body is the betterment of his life.
Let me throw this. Let me throw this because this just happened. Okay. Let me just do this right now. I'm pointing the finger for real because you know what? As much as a man wants to turn around, and I'm gonna say this, as much as a man would love to have a woman with a low body count, it will eat him alive. You want to know why? Oh, geez. Because as soon as he sees that this girl is doing tricks and all the works, she's pulling out the Gok 3000, she's doing all the tricks, she's throwing it back, doing whatever, and say she only got 2 partners prior to dude. He's going to look at her and be like, there's no way! No way you learned all this with 2 people! No way! He's going to sit there and think that she's lying. And you know what? The ego is going to hurt him so bad.
Oh, Lord.
So.
Which is why my thing is like, you shouldn't care really.
You shouldn't. But because it's a matter.
Wait. I said it too quickly. Wait, I said it too quickly. Now, if I met a woman with like 2,000 is a little like, whoa. I think I can work with it. I think. I'm not sure yet, but most of the time, it really is like it's whatever. Like,
it's honestly the fact that he had made it a point of reference to be something important. Guess what? It is going to be important. It is going to be a conversation.
So
and that's the reason why.
So you're saying that
if she went full OnlyFans,
if she went like not even
straight.
No,
hold on, cartwheel.
Hold on.
No, I'm talking about like the action.
Action wise.
You're
spinning on it.
If she a less count, but she could deliver, is more cautious than, I guess.
Then if she had
because you're gonna be thinking about like, let's say it was like you said, I don't know, 2 people.
2 people.
Right?
Yes.
You're telling me that man will be thinking about the next man.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
When
almost like he's in love with him or something.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, because you know what? To somebody, because
I don't know nothing about.
Because if he's gonna sit there and say, "Oh,
no such things,"
200 people. He has 200 people, right? 200 bodies.
Doesn't even know their birthdays. Damn.
And okay, whatever it may be, right? However long, because one of the people that we were talking to, they said, well, it depends on when he lost his virginity to where he is in his age right now.
Right.
Because then that activity also impacts the way and the rate of how many bodies he was going through. Okay, totally understood.
If Master Chief came here with a gun pointed to my head, I can't even name 200 people.
Totally understood.
How many 200 people?
Listen, but the thing is, if you're going to now sit there and say, my expectations is that you need to have this number and that's the qualifying factor, he has made it a point. He has made it a point that is the type of life that she has. Sure, if you want to say, okay, girls who have low body counts have a lifestyle like this, that does not mean that she's not a video cam girl. That does not say that she's not an OnlyFans girl. That does not say that she does not participate in sex work just because she's only slept with physically 2 people. So that's one. So let's throw that out of the gates, right? That misconception right off the bat.
She's a Twitch girl.
That's it. It's not going to sit there and say, we can't sit here and say that she is not going to be someone who engages in this type of lifestyle because she has a low number.
That
does not relate. They don't correlate. So let's throw that idea out of the whole, throw throw the bathwater out.
Can I interject?
Listen to people. You're lying.
Can I interject in that?
Go ahead.
Can we say that in a sense of, you know, I'm not picking a side here.
Oh, okay.
I am. But my question, so flip the script now. Just because that man is a 6-figure man, it doesn't mean he can't be in jail the next day for scamming.
Not saying that either.
Saying he can't be a scammer and, you know,
Not
flip
saying that
bricks
either.
and click bow.
Absolutely correct.
He could be the 6-figure man for that day.
This is true.
And, you know, as time goes by, a lot of people get reeled in a trap. Reeled in for like one thing and don't see the other side. So, as much as this, you could say that, yeah, the two people that he could compare himself, you can compare it in the sense of the money that you're looking for that you think that's going to preserve you or whatever. How do you even know that's his money? It could be debt. That's like someone could be 100,000 making 100,000 6-figure man in debt.
Right.
This is true.
That's what I'm saying. Is it still the scale? You know what I mean? Is it like
getting handcuffed at dinner? That's crazy.
Yeah, but like, okay, yes, I totally understand.
Cuffs on you?
Where the money laundering
Better be Gucci
aspects,
Better be like, right?
Right? Or if it's scamming, or if it's, you know, like that's the other side of the coin where it's like, is this money legit money? Totally understand where you're coming from.
Why did you go to scamming?
I'm just
I know. JJ, I don't know why it went to scamming.
no.
I said money laundering,
clicking bow.
scamming.
No, because we're saying 6-figure,
Legit
but
money.
I don't think if just like some people, it's like you're saying, it's like this person has has 4 bodies. I don't care. You have 4. I'm good. That's like this person has 6 figures. I don't care. You have 6. And then the dangers in both sides. It still can be a danger in both sides. But my question is it like comparison due to the dangers? Like, you know what I mean? Or is it still like, no, or no, That's my thing.
Because you could be 6 figures plumber, but there's some women that go, I don't want a plumber as my man.
6-figure garbage man.
6 figures. And they get paid good.
No, they do.
They get paid really
And they'll look at you like,
I don't know about all that. But if she's really just wanting the 6 figures, then she's going to go with the garbage man.
You see? But that's the technology with certain women. They say that, but then when you say, but when you,
yo,
nah, guys, listen.
This man turned into fire y'all parents. This man just twisted his whole hand up. I said, yo,
but when certain women, you tell your profession, and all of a sudden the 6 figure just bubbles away. Like
actually,
it bubbles away. And
but you'd be so shocked.
They're like, why are you a carpenter?
You'd be so shocked. Actually, there are a lot of women who actually go and prospect people for their work.
Listen to me. You can prospect.
A lot of women do that.
If a person doesn't want to show you something in the prospect, you're not gonna find it in the prospect.
I want to hear that.
Some people prospect, and then some people prospect in relationships, and they found out, man, if I had known this person was like this.
The emphasis on that.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, but that's like if you're only chasing the money.
I'm
I'm
tired of this woman.
But look,
I'm tired of this man. I'm tired.
But look
tired
at,
of all.
Look at that. It's
either
you're chasing.
But I love you.
You're chasing the modesty and purity versus you're chasing the longevity of a lifestyle with somebody.
Tomato.
Nah, like because if you're there thinking that homegirl is pure and so because she has less counts, right? And then you find out she's a whole like dominatrix with whatever.
Hey yo.
Right? Versus you find homeboy, yeah, he might be the one who's cutting up in the kitchen. Like
electric tape is very expensive. I don't know how they afford something like that.
Trust me.
Electric tape is crazy.
I just don't know how people be risking their lives like this anyways. But
isn't there a high chance of injury in dominatrix? Like
there's a lot.
What if it doesn't come out the orifices? But anyways, I
don't even understand. Like, I don't want to off topic, but that dominatrix getting whip belts, like I don't find that
it's painful and very slavery like.
No, but it's not even slavery like. But don't you feel like you're a child once again?
I apologize for saying
getting
that.
your ass beat. Like why would I want to get hit with a belt?
to some
and say that
people,
it feels good.
some
leather
people
belt.
that's not.
A leather belt.
People
That
forget
wasn't their
leather-
upbringing.
People forget leather is skin, so that's skin to skin. You're basically getting slapped.
Imagine telling your girl telling you to pass you the belt, and
you
that
could get
you just hear
licks?
your parents telling you like what, and you're telling me
Pass the switch.
That is madness. But hey,
Some people enjoy it.
that ain't
Man.
that's not for me. So
Not here or
there's
there.
no answer for what my question.
It's
is.
not comparable.
Well,
It's not.
I mean the dangers. Like I don't know. When you weigh the dangers, though, it's close.
It's close.
It's kind of close.
But one is really
But you know what's
affecting your
funny?
life for the betterment.
Says who? Says who?
Let's look at it. Let's look at it
Says
from
who?
a positive perspective, not from a detrimental or like the worst case scenario.
Best. Okay.
Look at it for the best, right?
Okay.
If dude goes to homegirl, and he's like, okay, you don't have much experience, whatever the case is, and even that's still a projection.
Okay.
Because you don't know if she doesn't have experience. The
Okay.
prior experience that she could have had with the 5 partners or less, right? It could have been a great experience, and she learned so much in those relationships sexually, right? So when now being with this guy, even though her counts or her interactions with many relationships weren't many, okay, now you can leave your impression that you want with this girl. But to have it as an expectation where you think, oh, just because she has less, it's better, and that's what I want. You are coming with your own idea of what you think it is, and then you're projecting that on somebody, and it may not be true at
But
all.
maybe that's just not. But maybe that's not what he's projecting. Maybe that's just what he wants.
He wants
What if
someone-
he's like,
but
one man
why
can
would
touch
you
his
want
fire.
that?
She doesn't need more wood for fire.
Why would you want that? Aside from the idea that you think that someone who has a low count, a woman with a low sex count, would be modest, pure, impressionable. That's usually the reasons. It's the same as guys who say, I only date under 21.
Okay, so why would me? Okay, let's flip this.
Or 25.
Let's flip this the other way.
Really?
Just
Okay,
put a little
but
4 points up in that.
They say 18
But
to 21. That's the range.
let's flip this. Let's flip this. What makes the 6-figure man give you the bereavement? You know what I mean? Whatever the betterment.
Betterment, okay.
How can you consider a 6-figure man the betterment if all these issues can come in at the same time? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean all these issues?
The fact that he doesn't really have
saying
6
look-
figures. The
I'm
6
saying
figures
look
can
at
go.
Look at
but
the
the
positive.
positive, like, so-
I said we've already dealt with the detriments and
Like
all the
a
bad
lawyer
side. Say he's
Working
actually
on the LRT
yeah.
that seems to never finish.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
He's an
working-
engineer.
yeah, engineer, plumber.
You know, he might be a
Work
welder.
2 jobs, welder, yeah.
So what?
So, but the positive for the man is, hey, I can live with the fact that she only had 4 bodies. I'm okay. I'm in content. The man is in content. The man
that
is
doesn't
content. He knows the wrong he's been doing with his 200 bodies, all the things that come with it.
Yes, but
And he's happy with the girl that has the 4.
But how do you know that doesn't also mean that she's gonna now want to explore more?
How do you know what the man will be broke the next day?
I'm not saying no.
mean-
That's one of the risks when you have those type of jobs.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
Silicon-
say no. You're not gonna see the
Silicon
person.
Valley Bank, I mean-
Injury is gonna be very high.
Injury.
Time is gonna be not available because they're dedicated to their work. What else? The amount of actual things that you have to pay out to keep and maintain, whether it's licenses, permits, whether it's education and ongoing
seals,
education,
certificates.
whether it's, like those are constant things that you're going to have to put out. Yes, I understand. There's ways that you have to move in your life altogether in order for you to maintain that.
There's a flaw on both sides.
Yes, but I understand there's a flaw on both sides. But if you're choosing, as a woman, you're choosing to be with somebody who has that type of lifestyle,
Okay.
I don't see how that would be a bad thing for you as a woman going into somebody's lifestyle, knowing that you're going to be in a partnership with somebody who is creating this type of income. You're going to learn what you're going to take away. Your kids are going to learn discipline. They're going to learn consistency. They're going to understand having a lifestyle like this. They're going to also have exposure to a different crowd of people, community. There's going to be expectations. A lot of things people don't realize. Expectations is the savior of their life, eh? But this is the other stuff. You're actually going to be paying attention. You're going to have priorities. You're going to be putting your stuff in where it needs to be. Your goals and your books and your aspirations is what you're going to be driving towards, not sex.
Eventually,
That
yeah.
man, it's his mental health. Whatever
clearly, clearly, like
whatever reason that he
something happened
says,
to him,
listen,
right?
I want 4 bodies.
Something happened, like
All that things is good and all, but she wants 4 or less, 1 virgin, whatever they want.
I'm tired of going.
It might not be
you recognizing everybody. I'm tired of it. We go to this restaurant, you know this guy. We go to a spin club, you know this guy. We went to a pottery class, and you know this guy.
You know everybody.
Wait a minute. We went in an Uber. How do you know the Uber driver?
I'm not saying that it's like that, but maybe that's that person's sanity. If your sanity is secure, man, and all these good perks, maybe his sanity is his mental health, knowing that this girl only did whatever with a less body count than him.
Is he religious too?
I'm not saying that.
I'm asking it.
Maybe that's his sanity, and that's okay, right?
Well, then,
I mean,
is that okay? No, is that okay for him wanting what he wants?
You know what?
For
He can, but don't be an adulteress while having it.
Well, that's
don't cheat. That is my only thing.
Okay.
Do not step out of the relationship if that is the case. Because then if you're going to go and slew around afterwards, after you said you beg and call and say, this is my preference about whatever type of girl, I'm sorry, this is very angry,
but does it go the other way with the 6-figure woman?
So if
don't cheat. If you got what you want, okay.
Right, yeah.
As long as there's some type of like similarity, because when I watch them, like what I seen, like,
but they're not similar.
Okay, all right. Okay, they're not.
Because again, one is dealing with recreation. The other one, it's
not recreation. It could be his mental health. That's not fair for you to say a man's thing is recreational because he wants more body. It could be his mental health.
Yes, I understand mental health, but what is that really? You're being possessive over somebody.
That's 200 birthdays.
That's not you. That's not a you problem. That's you now trying to control somebody else.
Not what?
Yes. It has nothing to do with you, like the other person. Like, it's you.
Does that money have anything to do with the gal?
If you come together and combine your lives together,
okay,
it's going to affect everybody. It's a bigger thing. Even if you're making 30,000 and he's making 100,000, that's 130,000 combined. Together, yeah. So, and you are both going to live a life that's going to be the way it needs to be.
130.
That 30,000 is still a good addition to 100,000. Versus him just knowing the fact that she never slept around. Can you pay your bills though tomorrow? Or does her pum pum really matter like that? Like,
obviously, sometimes that doesn't even matter because maybe he's the maybe he's the 6-figure guy. Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe he's a 6-figure guy. I don't know. This is just a question that I seen.
Leave a comment on the
I'm gonna leave it at that because my brain, I know better. I am not a 6-figure man. No one will ever know that I'm a 6-figure man. If I was one. Okay.
That's actually part 1 and 2. You don't tell people what.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm a 6-figure woman, so.
And praise God, praise God. But I don't want nobody to know my finances. I'm broke. I'm a broke man. I am a broke man.
Don't wish that on yourself.
And I'm also taken, so you don't have to. Yeah. And I don't dress well.
That's all part of the 6-figure lifestyle, guys.
You don't dress well.
Don't do that.
That's what it is. If we're gonna talk about garbage men, construction, plumbers, this and that, how often are they really dressing up? Hear me loudly, guys.
Don't look at me.
How often? Okay.
Anyway,
just letting it be known.
do you have anything to drop?
I got so many